And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Murray now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, Connor looking for space. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Julian Okwara in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success. Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it. Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's a 2nd and 8. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Murray. Over the middle, Harrison. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing again is Darnold. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Darnold on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of...
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Murray going to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Going for it. Here's Benson. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. To throw is Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
After the interception, here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Darnold.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's 2nd and 3.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw, it's Murray.
That is caught. He's across midfield. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, a give to Connor. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Pascal. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. To throw is Murray. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They run over center with Benson. He'll get this down to the 38.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Murray's throw caught by Higgins.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Now Murray. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll come up now on second down.
Back to throw, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Murray to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal. You could go for it. Or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray, one final try, escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA.